Good evening, everybody. Up Limerick. Yes, that's where I come from, as Catherine told you. Adrian Egan is my name, and I come from Limerick City, where I was born and reared, and I'm back working there again in the last 2 years in our monastery in Limerick City. But it's great for a Limerick man to be here in Louth, the home of the real Leinster champions. My sympathies. Back in February of this year, the leadership of the Catholic Church in Ireland was called to Rome to meet the Pope and discuss the implications of the Ryan and Murphy reports and the crisis affecting the Church in Ireland around the handling of child sex abuse cases. And so the leadership of the Church in Ireland went to Rome. And TV and newspapers carried images and photographs of the initial stages of that meeting and that gathering. And in the photographs it showed a room of about 30 men, all of them bishops, all of them elderly, all of them dressed in ecclesiastical dress, most of them academics, seated around the table. And this was a picture of the leadership of the Church in Ireland in 2010 at a time of unprecedented crisis and difficulty. There were no women there. There were no lay people there. There was nobody there under the age of 60s. There were no priests or religious who were working at the coalface of parish and pastoral life on a daily basis there at that meeting. And neither you nor I had any say or input into who was there and what was being said there. But this was a picture of the leadership of the Catholic Church in Ireland in 2010 at a time of unprecedented crisis and difficulty. And it shouldn't really have surprised me, because I know what the makeup of the leadership of the Catholic Church in Ireland is, but still, for some reason, maybe because of what was all unfolding in Ireland at the time, I found that picture shocking and disheartening. It struck me that if you took a picture of the leadership of the Catholic Church in Ireland 50 or 100 or 200 years ago, it would have looked exactly the same. And nothing had changed. It is surely a time for fresh thinking. I then engaged in an exercise for myself. I started to imagine a different photograph, a different picture. And I thought about 30 people who are close to me and important to me in my own life, either because they're members of my own extended family or are very close friends of mine. And I thought of what that picture would look like and who would be in it. And in this picture there are a mixture of men and women. All of them have been brought up as Catholics and went to Catholic schools and received the sacraments. Of those who are married, they married within the Catholic Church. Some of them are still married to their first spouses, and some of them have children. Some of them struggle to have children and have to turn to the help of the medical profession and to IVF treatment to try and have children. Of course, the Catholic Church doesn't agree with that. For those who did turn to that method, some were successful and others weren't. Some of the people in that picture haven't married, but are living with their partners. Another in the picture is a mother of a 16-year-old, single mother. 3 in that picture are gay. 2 of them are in committed relationships with long-term partners. Some people in the picture have separated from their first spouse and are either now single or living with a new partner. Some have divorced and remarried in civil ceremonies. Nearly all of the people in the picture have a faith, and they pray. And they still refer to themselves as being Christian and as being Catholic. But the vast majority of them rarely attend church on a regular basis anymore. While searching and open to the big questions of life, they say they find little that is nourishing or life-giving in what they institutional church, which they feel judges them and isn't able to minister to them pastorally in the difficulties and the struggles that they have encountered in their own lives. All of them are honest enough to be open and sorrowful about mistakes that they have made, but feel that the institutional church has little to offer in helping them move forward. All of them are good friends of mine and close to me. And they are appreciative and supportive and encouraging towards me in my life as a priest, and appreciate having me as a friend with whom they can talk with in a way where they know they'll be accepted and understood and not judged. And I can do the same with them. I know them all to be good, honest and caring people, and I value and appreciate their friendship. They would love to be part of the church, but don't feel welcome in the church as it's constituted at the moment. I would imagine that all of you, when you looked into the circle of your own family and friends and maybe took a similar photograph, you'd find very similar people in it. For me, this picture is a real picture of the Catholic Church in Ireland. And when I take those two contrasting pictures, that picture of the leadership of the Church in Rome, and superimpose them on each other, they just don't fit. They seem worlds apart from each other. But the one thing that I am absolutely certain of is that the picture that I would rather be in, and I am in it, is the second picture. Because that's the real picture.